Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike from Millennium Martial Arts coming to you live for the 226th week in a row for Timeout Tuesday. Normally I talk a little bit about some things that are going on at the dojo and thoughts that occurred to me over the course of the previous week or, upcoming events, things like that. I'm going to use this a little bit differently today, maybe a little bit self-serving. But I did want to bring up something that we're working on. And, in the past, prior to the pandemic, all of our programs were, firing on all cylinders. We had our kids program, our fitness kickboxing program, our adults karate programs. And, they were all firing and everybody busy in all areas. And then, of course, the pandemic hit and, different things got decimated in different ways. But luckily, as I've mentioned to you before on many of these videos, we were able to prepare, we were able to hunker down, we were able to do everything that we needed to do to ensure that the dojo was going to be here for everybody when we returned back to normal, and that we were going to be here to support our members that have been training with us for years and years, working towards their upper ranks and their black belts. And it was just we viewed it as being incumbent upon us to do everything we could to make sure that was going to happen, and we did. And I'm very happy, very proud of that. Thankful for all the people that contributed to those efforts. Here we are. We're about a year or so later, having reopened the school, and our first mission when we reopened was maintain safety and security of all of our members, get everybody back into the groove of training in person, work through some of the idiosyncrasies that developed over the course of that time of training in front of a camera, without having anybody in the room with you, and make sure that we did everything we could to do everything for our current customers that we possibly could to make sure that their experience continued to be excellent, and that we sort of remolded the clay, if you will, back into a in-person environment. And we did that in a very specific order. We started with our younger kids, our teens programs, and then we, several months later, we reestablished our fitness kickboxing program, and now that's been going for approximately a year again. And the only program that we didn't really hit yet was our adults martial arts program. And I wanted to wait for everything to be solidified before we started going down the path of rebuilding that program. And we got to that point. When I thought a little bit about how to go about doing that, one of the things that occurred to me was that myself, Sensei Terry, Sensei Tony, Sensei Steve, I got countless others. I can't even really think of how many other adults began their training after their kids started training. Sometimes it was sort of like a hidden interest that they never really explored. Sometimes they saw what the kids were doing and they wanted to actually learn alongside with them. They wanted to be able to either help them, maybe that was more theoretical. It turns out that the kids sometimes wind up helping the adults more than the other way around. But in any case, I realized that it was many of our students' parents that joined out of interest in both what their kids are studying and some other interest of their own, which could range from wanting to be able to protect themselves to wanting to be in better physical condition, reduce stress, or whatever the reasons are. There's a lot of reasons why people try taking martial arts. But it's also a daunting thing to walk out on that floor. A lot of adults have expressed over the years that they're really interested in learning how to protect themselves. They just don't want to have to go through the whole belt system and all that kind of stuff. And I gave a lot of thought to that over the pandemic, and as I wanted to, as I got to this point where I wanted to reestablish this program, and we decided that what we were going to do for a limited time was make an offer that you can't refuse or shouldn't refuse to all of our existing members, that if you're the parent or guardian of one of our active students in any one of our youth or teen programs, then we're going to give you a incredible discount for unlimited classes to begin our martial arts program. It's not a beginner price, it's just a steeply discounted membership price to thank you for your support of having your child in our program, and also to hopefully incentivize you to give a shot to trying martial arts out for yourself. So beginning immediately, we're offering that program up. I'm not even going to share the price in this video, not because I'm trying to do any kind of marketing trickery. I just would prefer that you check your email. Everybody who's an existing member would have gotten an email from me today. If you're interested or you have any questions, just give us a holler. Let's get you started. Let's get you on the floor. Do it while I'm doing this ridiculous offer. And I hope that you become part of the Rebuild program. And in a couple of short years, 3, 5, maybe you'll earn yourself a black belt if you decide to go down that path. Otherwise, you'll just become adept at being able to defend yourself. And I think you'll have a good time doing it. So I hope to see a bunch of you sign up for that. Check your email. If you didn't get your email, let me know also, because it could mean that it got blocked by your spam filter. It would have come from info@millenniumkarate.com, so you can check that in your spam or junk mail filters. You don't want your stuff going there. You want it going into your inbox. Sometimes there's important stuff in those emails, like this one. Could change your life. Anyway, I hope you give it a shot. It's a lot of fun. As you know, it's a passion of mine, a passion of many, and it's a great thing to do with your kids. So with that said, I hope to see everybody at the dojo. I hope to see more of you on the floor side of the dojo. Peace.